Hello, water signs. Thank you for tuning in. This is a general reading for the water element. This could be the Cancers, Scorpio, Pisces energy. If you are here, this message is likely for you. I hope that it resonates, and I hope that it is uplifting and what you need. Let's get started. Okay, welcome to the main reading, water signs. I'm just going to quickly pull some cards. I've already shuffled and reset these decks today. This is the Medicine Woman Tarot. Just do a quick light shuffle, cut the deck, and draw a few cards. Water signs, tuning into the water element, emotions and sensitivities, intuition. There are 7 cards here to pull from the Medicine Woman Tarot. Go ahead and set these to the side after we're done. This is the Apparition Tarot. I'm just going to do a light shuffle and pull some cards for you. Tuning into the water element. Now cut the deck. Remember to breathe, water signs. Remember to breathe. That'll help move your emotions. Helps uplift and move the emotions. Just remember to breathe. Pulling 3 cards here from the Apparition Tarot. Water signs, welcome. Tuning in, just creating welcoming energy and tuning into divine messages for the water signs. Water signs. So water signs would be, in astrology, the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We have, it's related to the moon, related to Pluto, related to Neptune, Jupiter, in traditional astrology. These are the planets that give us a watery feeling or vibe. So this is the Sacred Earth Oracle. I'll just cut the deck like this. And we're just going to pull 1 card from the Sacred Earth Oracle for the water signs. We have the Shadowscapes Tarot. I just need a quick shuffle and cutting the deck for the water signs. What messages do we have for the water signs? Water signs. Pulling 3 cards here. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot. Quick shuffle and cut for the water signs. With water, we're usually talking about how things feel. We're usually talking with a lot of emotion. Water can be a lot of different things. Sometimes it's sadness, reflection, and other times it's motion and movement. Sometimes it's stagnant and needs to be cleansed, and sometimes it's cleansing and purifying. Let's just pull 2 cards here from the Wild Unknown for the water element. Okay, what's going on, water signs? Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. This is a reading for the water signs. I'm gonna pull in aquamarine here just to bring in this vibration. For me, this one is uplifting and cleansing and grounding. So I'm picturing like being near a waterfall. Maybe there's a pool of water beneath, and we're just kind of taking a swim, feeling the current, allowing ourselves to tune in to be calm and to be peaceful, to receive new inspiration. We will leave this just to the side here. So let's go ahead and start the reading. Water signs, welcome. We're going to start with the Medicine Woman Tarot. First card is the Eight of Stones. So this is something, a work in progress, or something that you're working on in the physical dimensions that is being achieved or created, and it's well on its way. So the Eight of Stones is you're beginning to put everything together, and you're beginning to think about and apply the finishing touches to perfect or to beautify or to bring your project to the next level. I say project because it's the stones, it's the earth energy here, so that's a project or a creative endeavor in the physical dimension, something showing up for you in the physical. This could be, since we're talking about water and beginning with water, this could be the things that you've learned through your emotions and how you've been able to move and maneuver it in order to produce materials, products, services, things in the physical dimension. This is a lot about business as well, having a business be prosperous or thriving, or having a skill or gift be used of good benefit, likely due to the mastering of emotions. The Eight of Stones then goes into the Peacemaker. This is the Medicine Woman version of the Hierophant. This is sharing your skills, sharing your talents, sharing your gifts, of course, making peace or being a peacemaker, being the in-between. So this is masterful emotions. This is definitely someone who has had to learn through their emotions and to work through it themselves and is now able to help other people. We got two successful energies here. Mastering the skill. This is a minor arcana, so this is just kind of like the shape that your life is taking. And then this is a major arcana, so this is like fated. This could be being a soul healer or having some sort of soul connection to yourself and to others. It's a very spiritual teaching, giving, and receiving energy. The next card we have is the Ace of Bowls. This is the emotions in this arcana. The bowls are the water card. So we have the ace here. There's something new coming in, a new potential that can be earned or learned. It might be a new connection or new connections because of what you've done in the past, because of good achievements. So something new coming in now. The next card we have is the Apprentice of Arrows. The Apprentice of Arrows. So we have masterful emotions here, knowing how to navigate and knowing how to be productive, and something new coming in related to the air element. So this can be new thoughts, new aim, new goal, new sight, new vision. Definitely something new coming in. Ace of Bowls and Apprentice of Arrows work well with that energy. It's making something happen with your previous tools, your previous gifts, your previous talents, and redirecting that energy. The next card is the Three of Stones. So here we have whatever the prize is. There's like a stone nugget or crystal here. And we have this person sharing or showing. This can be teaching or learning. This can be researching. This is more to the beginning of a new project or venture. This is the planning stages or development of a new idea or gift. So you have some gifts and abilities in the emotional realms that are perfected. And it looks like you're bringing that into new awareness and new projects. You're not necessarily the master of this new project, though you know how to master your own or other projects. You are more the student in this case, researching, collecting, showing, gathering, and formulating. After that, we have the Two of Pipes. This requires introspection. This is formulating a vision that motivates you, formulating a vision that will help guide you through your efforts. Then the Ten of Arrows is community, gathering with community or assessing your community resources. Gathering together, finding strength in numbers, finding like-minded people. This is spiritual gathering, creating protection. We're seeing spiritual people coming in and supporting behind the scenes, and we're seeing protection made through, well, in this case, it's prayer. So I guess in my point of view, prayer would be anything you're doing that's like, it could be spiritual or uplifting or harmonizing, where you're all getting together and doing it. This can be in personal and recreation life, or this can be in business life, gathering people together with the same goal or interest, whether that be just to have fun together, to release the energy together, or whether that be to actually formulate something together. This might be along the, like further down the road. Whatever new is coming in for you, whatever new focus is coming in, might lead to new community efforts. So let's gain more clarification by continuing the reading and continuing the cards to see what this is. But overall, we're getting the picture of having mastered a skill and setting off into a new path or direction where you're more of the student again, rather than the person who has mastered the skill, because you're learning something new. And it's going to be bringing in new opportunities for you in community and in business. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Shadowscapes Tarot on this. We have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and Temperance. Okay, so this is leading to a new venture. I saw that pretty quickly. This is leading to a fated place in your life. This might be a transition from focus on home and family and raising children, just like home and family life in general, into basically applying those gifts that you learned within your home environment into the world. So with the Queen of Pentacles being in the central position, this is kind of where we are with things. There's a certain success that's achieved or certain maturity. We see that the success might be just emotional maturity and being able to hold your ground and help others with their emotions. But that it might be you were like, right now what I'm seeing is an older sibling energy leaving the house and having to start their own career and applying all of their skills that they learned from being an older sibling. And so this can apply in a lot of different ways. This can also be like a parent that has raised their children that is now having their children leave the home or mature, and they're able to put their focus into new tasks. So this can be online, this can be in communities, this can be in a lot of different ways. But we're definitely seeing emotional skills and gifts that have been developed in maybe like personal life, family life, or individual projects, now launching forward into new ventures, being seen in a new light, and having new experiences come in that are essentially fated for you, that you most likely desire or crave or are feeling like really happy and uplifted about. So this is good things. Ace of Cups, there's potential here. This is a repeat of this card, so when we see it twice, it's good to take notice of that. Ace of Cups is filling your cup, having your cup full, preparing for a new venture, really like having, I see the mastery or maturity of emotions and being able to take that into the world. And maybe being able to handle things that are chaotic or handle things that other people can't necessarily handle. I see a little bit of like leadership and authority of the energy here, taking into account all of your emotions and really like being able to tie them together and direct them. There's also an awareness of emotions, of what's going on. You know, like some people feel stuff and they're not aware that that's what's going on. They're just, for lack of a better word on that, they're kind of trapped in their emotional process or how they view things or whatever their experience is. But in this case, we're seeing a person being reflective and aware of what's happening within their own emotions, and maybe like unifying different facets of our emotions. When you're feeling angry or when you're feeling sad, understanding that both of those places come from you and finding the center within your emotional currents. Also, This is, sometimes we identify with some emotions over others because we like them better. So when it comes to negative emotions, maybe we distance ourselves from it and try and disidentify or disassociate with it. And then we pull in the energy and emotion of ourselves that we like, maybe excitement, all of our love and our joy, and that's what we identify with. And that's fine, that's good to have that focus in that way, but this is also an overall awareness and acceptance of all of the emotions without putting one of them better than the other. It's being able to stay strong no matter who's around. This is being able to focus on your task no matter what emotions come in and not getting distracted by the emotions of others, but being of helpful and supportive energy to the emotions of others. If you're in a new job where you haven't achieved the authority or the recognition that you desire yet, I would say just continue to go and find your own authority in how you handle the situations at task. So essentially stepping up to your best self, but doing that for yourself, not doing that for recognition, doing that so that you have your own authority, so that you can congratulate yourself and so that you can feel good about the way that you do things. As far as receiving recognition and authority, as you continue to have your own emotional centeredness, you will find opportunity for that as needed. I think that it is important to be recognized by our world, and that does happen with the appropriate reward. But the most important thing is to recognize that within yourself and recognize your own skills and being like centered within yourself and really strong and steadfast. The word integrity comes up as like maintaining your own structure around other people, not getting lost in the currents. Okay, next cards. I'm going to use the Apparition Tarot. The King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Chariot. So this is a reiteration of that first layer from the Medicine Woman, that there's a mastery of the emotions here. There is a giftedness and a maturity. There's a playfulness going on right now and a change of directions. But from your past, you have gifts and you have skills and you have a certain emotional authority about yourself, being able to hold your own. Definitely, let's see, don't take this lightly. Make sure that you recognize the importance of your emotional gifts. And right now they might be being tested a little bit by a change, but it doesn't seem like that's really the main focus. The main focus is that something new is happening. Something new and exciting about your emotional process so that you can reapply what you've learned about yourself, about what your emotions are and how you feel. And then the Chariot is major again. That's a repeat of like this being a major arcana, the Temperance card, and the Chariot being a major arcana. Something major is coming in. So whatever this change is, it's a big life event. Your life is changing. The overall structure is changing, but more than anything, the movement is changing. The way that you are directing your energy is changing. The way that you are being required to be present with your environment is changing. So there's definitely big change coming in the future position, but the effects are starting to be felt now. But you might not understand or see yet quite the whole big picture. But there's a movement forward that'll happen, some sort of motivation to get things done or to be involved in life in a certain way. This is the Wild Unknown. The Four of Swords is a lot about rest and recuperation. Here we have the Father of Pentacles. Air and earth energy. This is a balance between the maturity that you've accessed and staying like open to experiences. And it seems like because you've been able to maintain this kind of like happy-go-lucky attitude, and because you've been able to take care of yourself well, it's showing your maturity being used and applied in new ways in the future. And it's even beginning now. You're beginning to maybe, I don't know, like effortlessly being able to navigate situations at work, or maybe you're not getting caught off guard by people who are angry anymore. And it might seem like a normal deal to you, or it might just seem, it seems normal. but it will lead to new ventures and new abilities, new projects. And it's just like you're going from being the seed and having gone through the success of being buried in the dirt and surviving and flourishing. And now you are more of the plant. And it's just a different process. But you are the same person, and you likely feel like you're the same person. Just recognize that you've built and developed gifts that are meant to be shared with other people, and they will be successful. There's a lot of success here in applying what you know and applying your gifts and what you're capable of doing. We have from the Sacred Earth Oracle, renewal. So continue to focus on taking care of yourself. Continue to do what you're doing, because whatever it is has been successful. And recognize yourself. Recognize how amazing you are, how awesome you are. Recognize what you've been able to overcome. It probably feels natural because you've been doing it your whole life. But recognize that. Recognize the gift that you have and how that can be shared with other people, how other people might receive it, how you can basically make yourself a little bit more accessible, or accessible in a different way to the world and to life. And launching a new project or venture is really good and beneficial with all of this energy. Researching or starting something new, starting a new class, learning a new skill, these are all coming up for you, water signs. So a lot of this is like, how can I direct my emotional energy? Water signs, there's a lot of power there. Like I said earlier, it can either be stagnant and accumulate kind of like gunk or negativity, or it can just move in like a waterfall or a river, replenishing itself, taking action, taking time to rest as needed. There's a lot of different ways that we can move and direct our energy. It might be that on your own you've really achieved a stoicism or an ability to really be with yourself, and now you're ready to help other people do that. I keep seeing sharing your gifts with other people in new ways. Maybe you're really good at your internal process and a lot of people need help with it, and maybe it's a new thing for you to be able to share this with other people, or to even be like teaching whatever you're teaching, or sharing whatever you're sharing. Maybe you're about to come out of your shell a little bit because of confidence that you've gained through your own personal insight and your own personal triumphs in life. Okay, water signs, I hope that helped. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. It does seem like there's good things coming in more than anything else. It just seems like there's a change happening that's good for you. It seems like you're discovering your potential. It seems like you're more aware of your potential and how to redirect it. It seems like you've conquered some stuff in life. Congratulations. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and support me as possible and as you can. Thank you again for tuning in, and I hope to see you in another reading.